So this video is just a walk around close-up of the 2019 Beta 125 RRS. These videos are good for future reference. This is how the bike comes brand new. Right here you'll see you got the petcock, you got off is out, on is that way, it will show on, and that way is reserve. When you get the bike, they have this up here just so you know. Here's the horn, here's your rear brake reservoir, your water pump's up here, you got passenger foot pegs. These foot pegs, the rubber can be removed, and there you go. You have a little more grip. I don't know how durable they are. Beta does sell another foot peg. I don't see IMS having foot pegs for this bike, and I've already tried the 500 RS ones. Are just a tad too wide that way, and also the pinhole is slightly bigger, and it might not go deep enough that way to have the foot peg be level. You could obviously modify, trim a little off, and weld a little bit on the IMS Beta 500 foot pegs. That's a lot of work. I'm just gonna see if they'll make some. You got a 63 tooth rear sprocket, that's standard. They sell a 62 and a 65. Or I take that back, they sell a 61 and a 65. Here's how the back looks. License plate down here. I'll be removing this once I get the normal plate, and I'll put it up here. I'll probably even do away with the turn signals. I'm used to hand signals, so not a big deal. Plus it saves this from getting broke. There is must be for emissions or something. This hose line goes back or goes up to here. Don't know what that does. I bet there's a removal kit. Usually there is. I should look. Emissions delete. Here's the suspension. One thing I don't like is that these are not adjustable. For a newer rider, these should be adjustable. Your brake and your clutch. You know, we all have different hand sizes, and it would just be nice if you're a newer rider, it would just make life easier. And it wouldn't cost much more if they actually provided that on this bike. You're trying to get new riders into the sport. That's a good thing to include. Adjustable clutch and a brake, you know, just so you can like bring it in if you need to. This is the choke, so just pull that, start it, starts right up. You got your high beam, I should say flashers, European style for flashing. You got your low beam, high beam, your horn, your blinkers, and cancel them, you just push. These are the smaller bars. You know, it's not like my other bikes over there that have the thicker bars. I forget the sizes. So that's something to be aware of. what else? You got, oh, you're starting. Yes, see, it stays in. You need to have it out to start it, plus you need to have the clutch in for safety. So note that on this year, it clicks in and stays in. Here's your computer and your key. You can see I have to move this out of the way. It's a very small dash, but if I remove this, I will be able to put the Voyager Pro probably down here pretty nice. I might have to see if I can remove the, this, but I might not be able to. But I'll have to play around with that, see where I want to mount the Voyager Pro. I probably don't want to disconnect this. This can still record the miles. I might just unhook it from this bracket and just put it underneath the bracket, just kind of store it. Put a sock around it or something, just store it under there. And just so it doesn't get banged up. And put my Voyager Pro in this spot, which would be nice and tucked away. I think that will be pretty good. So a lot of locks. So you got this for the bike, obviously a key to ignition. You got this gas cap here. Sorry for the dog barking out of the blue. You got a small fill cap, so you can undo that. And you can set that right there. Obviously, they know people probably have not seen a setup like this, although common sense would tell you you would undo that. But I bet people have put fuel there and wondered what the heck has happened. Obviously, it comes with a little warning that that's the fuel cap. And then you can press this down and it will lock back into place. It's just plastic. I guess it's just going to stop people stealing fuel easily, although it holds 1.9 gallons. They're not going to take a lot. Then you got the seat lock. And the funny part is they have the fake button here, like on the 500 where you can press and undo the seat. I don't know why they just didn't do that. They decided to do a seat lock. So turn it, pull it outwards, comes off. You can see standard, it has a little peg there. The gas tank runs back. You can see just the dealer just has in a Unibiker battery. I might put a lithium in there. We'll see. We'll see. That's kind of a luxury. As long as that one works, who cares? You can see that the fuses are underneath there. I guess that could be a downside, but these two 8mm, you can pop this computer module off, I guess, is what it would be. I don't know what it is. It's revision A. And then you can get to your fuses. So just kind of pop this back on and you kind of line up. Take the key out. Line it up. I'm doing this with one hand, so pardon me. There we go. Just get that to drop down. It's locked there. It's on there. We're good to go. But it is keyed. The air filter looks like it's the standard air filter, the same as the 500. I didn't take it out to compare. It just looked like it was. You just pull that away and it's air filter. Easy to get to. The tires, they're DOT approved tires because this is a dual sport. It's Michelin brand. It's a 120/90/18 on the rear. On the front, it is a 90/90/21. It's up there. I don't know if you can see that. 90/90/21 Michelin, and it's DOT approved. So it's the Michelin Enduro Medium. As you can see, it did not come with a skid plate. You can get one though, so I will definitely be getting a skid plate. The oil fill is right here. Let's see if it has a dipstick. I don't know. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah, it's a little dipstick. bike's leaned over because my driveway's slanted. But they filled it up and they provided the remainder of the Model oil container to me. Let's take a look under it. Oh, there we go. Looks like right there's the drain plug. Pretty easy, straightforward. Not like the 390, the 500. It's just all one oil, which means clutch, engine. I will just have to make sure to use compatible oil. I probably will not use Moto. I don't care. I'll probably use Rotella. So it'll be interesting when I do the oil change. I'm guessing this is the oil filter. I'm only guessing because it looks like it's the only thing I can find that would be accessing it. So this cover is separate than this big cover for the clutch. So if you bash in this, you're replacing at least that whole cover, and you can obviously reuse that if that's good. Not sure I like that. I like the bikes I have, you know, my Gas XR650R, the Beta 500, which I'm pretty sure Beta 500 was also, I'm pretty sure it was just, you can access the clutch with its own cover. You don't have to replace this whole side. So just don't drop the bike, right? Or see if there's a side cover or somebody willing to make one. So notice I'm filming at 4K, so that's so you can zoom in and see details, especially down the road. Cooling fan is on the left side. Bulletproof Designs does make a brace here. Doesn't wrap it. It's aluminum in the front and it will brace it. It's better than nothing. Unfortunately, no aftermarket fuel tanks. Beta has some factory foot pegs, they call them, that are a lot more aggressive than what's on there. I think they're 130 listed. I don't know what the skid plate cost. And highway dirt bikes, I'm sure he can make, well, the 500, the Beta 500 clamp might fit here. It was close enough. I really don't know until I take this off and line it up, see if everything fits, which I'll probably do, but it's made for the bigger bars. So I would have to have them make one for the smaller bars, and then I could just use those with the mirrors. So we'll see. I got a few calls into different companies. But that is the 2019 Beta 125 RRS. Hopefully you guys like the videos that will be coming up of me riding and testing out this bike on everything from dual sport to trails to single track, and seeing where it shines, where it doesn't, and who this bike is designed for, because there's not that many videos out there. So anyways, take care and follow along on this great adventure that I'll be embarking on. Have a good one. Bye.